it to Dwyer. Dwyer sends it off the end wall now for Norman. Norman throws the puck along. Flynn jumps into the play. Now it'll come back for Pilgrim Edwards for Norman. Norman skating over center into the Eagles zone. Quinn Norman going in, digging, pass across, they score! Benjamin Vitch. And how about that? The two 16-year-old Newfoundland boys team up for the opening goal of this game. Norman across to Vitch, and the Regiment lead 1-0. You're listening to McDonald Auto, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB. Sorry, you're good. Is LaBerge, Sharkey. As puck comes back now for Gendron. He'll move the puck down. Here's Boilard, follow the bouncing puck. Deking, save made there by Deneau. Oh, boy. Gendron. Draw one by the Eagles. Puck comes back to the blue line there as Danacek will scoot down the right wing to get it. Danacek does a little spin move. He'll thread the puck to Bélanger. Bélanger now gets it down to the corner. Now Danacek's got it at the point. Diagonal feed. Sharkey a shot, and he scores. Wow. What a shot by Dawson Sharkey from a sharp angle. Couldn't have been any more than a couple of inches between Felix Hamel's shoulder and the crossbar. And it looked to me like that was actually a blown assignment originally by Sharkey. I thought he was going to miss the pass altogether. Danacek threw it to Sharkey, hoping he was going to get it at the short side. Sharkey actually missed the pass, but heads-up play. Sharkey missed the puck with his stick, got it with his foot. Draw one by the Regiment. He'll send it back to LaBerge on the half wall. LaBerge cuts in, scores! Noah LaBerge rips it on the blocker side by Felix Hamel. And Newfoundland is out to a 3-0 lead. Noah LaBerge getting that puck off his stick in record time. And the Regiment are shot out of a cannon here. It starts with the face-off win by Michaud. And remaining here into the Eagles' power play, their first of the game. It's an abbreviated power play. As Jettleson will drop the puck back there for Boilard. Boilard now for McCullough. McCullough will make the play to Gendron. Gendron to McCullough. Chance in front. Boilard scores! Rollmeyer! Power play goal! Eagles are on the board. It's 3-1. Well, I was talking about maybe getting momentum from a penalty kill. The Eagles do one better. Draw a penalty to get a power play, and then Rollmeyer, leading the team in scoring through the series, does it again. Gets the backhand by Deneau. That's what the Eagles needed before this period ended. Big goal there, makes it a 3-1 score. On the other side of center for Kupek. Kupek looks for Peich. He'll come into the Newfoundland zone. Reynolds has got it behind the net. Reynolds being checked by Gendron. Now for Peich. All on his Boilard shot. Oh, what a save by Deneau. Golden opportunity for Rollmeyer. The others off the boards there for Kelly. Now Reynolds down the wall as Dwyer goes chasing after it. He's being checked on the end wall. 4:25 remaining as Kelly will get the puck there for Anders. Lost the puck for Vitch. Dangling Vitch. Dangling backhand. He scores. What stick handling by Benjamin Vitch. Creates some open space for himself and puts it under the crossbar. And that's now the storyline of the series. That's back-to-back games in which a player on the fourth line for the Regiment has scored twice. It was Ryan Dwyer last night, Benjamin Vitch tonight. And Vitch wins the battle, able to deke out Flynn and backhands it over Hamel. And now the hill gets a little taller for the Eagles, trailing 3-1 in the series, and now 4-1. Felix Hamel, draw one by the Eagles. Jettleson will send the puck there to L'Italien. L'Italien will cruise in to the Newfoundland zone. Matthew will take possession. Puck turned over as here's L'Italien throwing in front for Anders. Anders shot, scores! Derek Andrews on the back end! And the Eagles are within 2! How about that? Derek Andrews, second of the series. And the Eagles youngster having himself a playoff here. 12:32 remaining. Talk about unlikely heroes in the playoffs. Great pass from behind the net. Anders there to cash it in. 12:32 to go. And still lots of time left in this one. Back now for McCullough. McCullough now for Gendron. Turns it over. Skating is McCullough. McCullough will bring the puck up towards the center red line with 11:14 remaining in the third. Puck comes now for Jean Draw. Jean Draw now for Boulard. He's got Peisch driving. Gonna get it to shoot. Scores! Oh, boy! It's 4-3! Oh, boy! What a shot for Boulard! 11:06 to go, and the Eagles are within one. Raul Boulard, second of the night, gets it under the crossbar, and just like that, it's a 4-3 game. What a series Raul Boulard is having. LaBerge and Elliott Latalia mixing it up. Latalia now throws it out to the front, and Marmaluk blocks the pass. 6:22 left in the third. The Eagles trail 4-3. Elliott Latalia, a shot, a save made. Rebound, another save made there. Pilgrim Edwards left in the third. Reynolds trying to clear it down the ice, and it'll go over center. Newfoundland sneaking in a change. The Eagles with Jettleson, McCullough, Peisch, Latalia, Jean Draw, Boulard out there. Puck comes to Jettleson now for Peisch. 1:24 left in the third. Eagles down 4-3. They've got the extra attacker. Here's Peisch now behind the net. Peisch will throw it back to the point for McCullough. McCullough now for Jettleson. Jettleson, a shot through traffic. It's wide. Takes it where it bounce. Rebound. Save made. Puck's loose. They score. Louis Chandra ties it up at 4. The Eagles have come all the way back with 1:11 left here in the third period. Oh, how about that? What a night for Louis Chandra, the captain fighting for his Q career. And he's jolly on the spot, and we're all tied up at 4. Oh, baby. Puck loose in the blue paint. 5-3 in games that ended in overtime. But, of course, that's a bit of a different story. Eagles win the draw. Puck comes back into the Newfoundland zone as Reynolds will get it. Long change in effect for the first OT. Shot save made. As we're underway here, Klaus now has it in the corner. He'll drop the puck back, turns it over, back to Kupak, wide of the goal. Has a chance in front. Sochi scores! Oh, lightning quick goal from Maxime Sochi! 22 seconds into overtime! And the Eagles are headed to the Rock for Easter, coming all the way back! Overtime hero, 22 seconds in! Louis-Antoine Deneau slams his stick on the bench. Come back for the ages here tonight at the Nest. Oh boy, Maxime Sochi in the left circle telling the crowd to raise their hands. Not quite like the 5 OT last year. And the Eagles